showgirls, they really know how to turn it on. You know, like the kind of the younger stars, they're all too precious and too pretentious. But, you know, the stars who really have, you know, the runs on the board, they know exactly how to play it. They know exactly what showbiz needs and that they need to put on a show and make it a bit interesting for the person interviewing them.
She had a big heart.
She was fat, well,
generous.
Everything, big hair, big nails, big heart.
Lots of empathy.
Going back to what we were talking about earlier.
Small feet.
Except the small feet, that's right. We've been showing the Dolly interview all morning, and this is our very last part. Have a look. I love this line. I wish this was my phone ring, my phone call sound. Tumble out of bed, stumble into the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition. It is such a great line.
Oh, my husband says that's the best line I ever wrote. He loves that line. But that just, when I was writing that 9 to 5, when I was doing the movie, I was just thinking about what do we do? You know, we get up and we have to have a cup of ambition. And that, to me, I was real proud of that line, too.
Why do you think, though, these days, ambition is such a dirty word for women?
Well, I don't know. I don't even think about it like that. When I was starting out myself, I never thought about being a woman or a man. I had a job to do, and I was going to do it. I had 6 brothers, my dad, my uncle, so I always said I look like a woman, but I think like a man. I was never intimidated by men. I knew what I had to offer. I would go right into any man's office and sit down and say, here's what I've got to offer. I can make us both a bunch of money if you want to help me do it. And I would just go do it. I was never, you know, I never thought that I had to be timid or anything just because I was a girl. But that's because I had that, like I say, I'd grown up with all those men, so I never crossed my mind that I was supposed to be intimidated by them.
Listening to you sing Dumb Blonde, you can tell you're singing it with your tongue firmly planted in your cheek. People really underestimate you, don't they?
Well, they might have in the early days. I don't think they do now.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, but when I was singing, just because I'm blonde, don't think I'm dumb, because this dumb blonde ain't nobody's fool. And I still ain't. People say, do you get offended with the dumb blonde jokes? And my joke is no, because I know I'm not dumb and I know I'm not blonde.
You never talk about how much you weigh.
Well, I weigh different every week, because I'm a hog at heart.
But can we talk about your age?
Yeah, I'm 68 years old. I just turned 68 on January the 19th. But I don't feel a bit different than I did, sincerely. Sometimes my body feels a little different. Sometimes my husband makes me so mad sometimes, because he's 72. And sometimes I'll get up and I say, oh, something, you know, my back's stiff today. He'll say, it's your age. And I said, don't you ever say that. It's not my age. Sort of like, or my leg hurts. I said, well, my right leg ain't hurting. It's my left leg. You know, but anyway, I don't feel it. I still feel in my mind and in my heart just like I did when I started out.
Where do you get this stamina from? We see you on stage and you do not stop.
Well, because I think that's one of the reasons I stay young, because it generates energy. Music is a very healing thing and a very energizing thing. So I think my music and the fact that I write all the time, I keep my wits going, you know, all the time. But I just love people, I love life, I love things.
Take away the wigs, the nails, the hair.
No. What are you talking about?
Just imagine for a moment. Who is the real Dolly underneath all?
Well, there's no Jekyll and Hyde here. It's just, I'm just either overdone, too much overdone, or just I'm less of that. But when I'm home, I always put on a little makeup for my husband or for whoever might show up at my house, my sisters or whatever. But I don't wear the wigs at home. I keep my hair blonde. I keep the same length, and I'll put some little hot rollers in it, little scrunches. But I like to look good for my husband. I don't like to just go out in the whole wide world and just look good for everybody else and go home and look like a slouch with him. So I don't look that much different. Unless I just wash it all off, and I usually don't. Like when I'm in Los Angeles where they have earthquakes, I always sleep with my makeup on just in case I have to get out in the street and then, you know, or if I'm in New York and in a high-rise building and I have to go down a fire escape. So when I'm in the big cities, you know, I just kind of keep on, you know, a little bit of makeup and keep my hair done a little bit, but that's vanity, I know, but it's more than anything. It's like you be on camera. And I don't want people to, I'd rather people to say, I saw Dolly and she was way overdone, as opposed to saying, I saw Dolly and she looked like hell.
Can I just say, we've been watching your documentaries, listening to your music, and sometimes before you meet a big star, you think, God, I hope they're nice. You are more than nice.
Oh, well, that's very sweet. Well, that means a lot to me because I know what you mean. There's people that I love, and I think, oh, I don't even want to meet them because they might not be what I think they are, and I'd rather keep them exactly. Well, thank you for saying that. Well, I don't know what I am, but what I am is what I am. With you or with me. But thank you for helping me out.